Hi, we're Caleb and Braden, creators of the CB Show.
We mostly focus on fantasy football for kids and teaching them what positions they should put in and who's going to have the most fantasy points each week.
As more and more of our friends join fantasy football leagues, more and their parents will try to look in on trying to get them into fantasy football leagues. So it's important to let them know who to start and who to bench.
We mainly focus on people and what they ask us about, which player is going to be good and which is not. We mainly also focus on making sure they win, especially versus their parents.
This has been the CB Show, podcast for kids fantasy football.
Blue 80 said hike.
We want to give a special shout out to one of our podcast sponsors, Fremont Pizzeria. Located in Fremont, New Hampshire, you can dine in, order takeout, or delivery. Having a party and don't want to cook? No worries. Call Fremont Pizzeria for all your catering needs. Let them know that the CB Show sent you. Fremont Pizzeria. It's more than just a pizza place. Welcome back to the CB Show. We are your hosts, Caleb and Braden. And we are here for episode 12 of the CB Show. It's gone by super fast.
Our podcast and YouTube channel is all about fantasy football and the NFL. Caleb and I are here to make sure you have all the info you need to have a winning fantasy football season.
We're also here to share all of our football knowledge, so you can come out on top.
Caleb and I want to give a special shout out to one of our sponsors, Benny Media. Benny Media also sponsors our Exeter Seahawks Football League. For those of you who remember last season of the CB Show, Caleb and I had the opportunity to work with Nazi from Freak FM and JYY, which are Benny Media radio stations.
So Benny Media is always looking for ways to support and go back and thank the community for how they started and stuff. And I think that we really admire that, and we're always trying to find ways to give back to the community. And we also we're really lucky to have them as sponsors for the Exeter Seahawks football season. For sponsoring them and us, I think we're just really grateful and lucky. So thanks.
Fantasy Football 411, it's time to check your standings for the Fantasy Football League.
Go to the Fantasy Football League tab and click on standings or final standing projections. Either one will work.
You can see where your team ranks compared to the other teams in your league.
The open circle is where you're ranked after your draft, and then the closed circle is where you at now. So hopefully you're trending in a positive direction.
Hopefully is the key word. Not everyone will be. Cheeser.
This matchup for Thursday Night Football, we have the Titans versus the Packers. I'm going to take the Titans on this one. They didn't perform that well, especially Derrick Henry against the Broncos, which I thought they would have done a lot better. But they still came away with the dub, so I'm gonna take the Titans on this one.
Yeah, Green Bay. Not looking so good. I gotta take Titans on this one. Got the Chicago Bears with Justin Fields, who broke off an insane run against his former teammate in college.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, and then the pick six that he had against the
Jeff Okudah.
Yeah, that was his former teammate.
In Ohio State.
Yeah, and he broke off he outran him, and he got pick six against him. So, stop ripping it. Falcons versus the Bears. I think I'm going to take the Bears on this one. They're just going to keep going. I think they're going to have a little win streak right here, but I'm going to take the Bears on this one.
Throwback to when we said Justin Fields was terrible.
You did. You said that.
Yeah, we both were Justin Fields, he's not. We've seen enough of him.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm gonna take Bears on this one. The Justin Fields is carrying this team. But didn't the Lions come away with the win?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
They won by 1.
I know one. Yeah, they won. I thought the Bears won by 1. Yeah, so they won by 1. All right. Next matchup.
Next matchup, this is an obvious one. We got the Panthers versus the Ravens. I'm taking
Is
the
it
Ravens.
actually obvious? Because Panthers are actually really good. Yeah, it actually is. I gotta take the Ravens on this one.
They only played good and they played the Falcons.
And the Bears. They beat the Bucks.
The Bucks were not good.
They are. They just beat
The
Seattle.
Seattle's not very good, and
Seattle actually is really good.
they're not.
They are, though.
They're literally not.
I just said I'm taking Baltimore anyway.
So, cool. And I'm gonna take the Ravens. The Panthers, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in. I'm gonna take the Ravens.
Even though the wide receivers are actually pretty good for their Panthers, but Ravens coming off a bye. I think they're gonna win this one. Alright. I don't know what happened here. Browns versus Buffalo. Buffalo blew it. Josh Allen threw a pick last second. They just blew the game. Justin Jefferson with an unbelievable catch with one hand, like pulled that out of like the guy's hand, and like climbed the whole entire ladder.
Did you see that Diggs catch?
That was nasty. The extension of the arm. Dude, whenever that happens to me, you feel something in here and it just pulls back. It hurts. I gotta take the Bills on this one.
I want to take the Browns, knowing that the Bills are not performing, and they're gonna start losing. And I want to take the Browns.
I don't think the Bills are gonna start losing. Like that was a loss.
So I'm gonna take the Bills on this one.
Yeah,
the Browns are gonna keep it close, but I'm gonna take the Bills coming away with it. Next matchup, we have the.
There's a bug.
Doesn't matter.
I don't like bugs.
This matchup, we have the Texans versus the Washington Commanders. I'm gonna take the Commanders on this one. The Texans are playing so bad. It's pathetic.
Commanders are actually doing good with Henneke.
Surprisingly, they are.
But no, Henneke's better. Like he actually targets like good people. Antonio Gibson, Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel.
So I'm gonna take the Washington Commanders.
I'm taking Commanders.
Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly. JT actually had a good game, but I don't think that's.
Like a 73-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna affect this game. Fly, Eagles, fly. We don't know who won that game. Are they still undefeated? Question mark. Well, then I have to find out because this is later in the future. We are Sunday here, folks. Yay! 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock Eastern time.
Let's go. So, I'm going to take the Eagles. The Eagles are just better, and it's no question about that.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
This matchup, got the moving Patriots. We have the saucy Jets. Sauce.
You're not going to be saucing up the Patriots.
No,
we've won against them before. We're going to do it again.
I'm going to take New England.
Take New England.
New England at home, that could be good. I'm going to take New England here.
We lost to them away too, right?
Yeah.
No,
we beat them.
Yeah, I know. We won against them away.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Alright, next up we got the Saints versus the Rams. I gotta take the Rams on this one. I'd take the Rams anyway, even if Matthew Stafford was not back. Saints not looking good at all. I don't think they're doing that well.
For sure.
So
I'm gonna take the Rams. The Rams. It's Andy Dalton having a good game or a bad game. Actually, a good game for him is like 13 fantasy points. So I'm gonna take the Rams. This matchup, we have the Giants.
Fantasy points don't really matter in a game. It's not like
the Lions. I'm gonna take the Giants.
I'm taking the Giants on this one. Lions, they're looking good. Okay, like they won. I get that, but it doesn't.
But will they win often? That's the question. No. So that's why
I'm taking the Jets. Giants.
I'm gonna take the Giants on this one too.
Raiders versus the Broncos. Didn't they already play each other? I gotta take the Raiders.
Remember that game on like Christmas Eve when it was like snowing it, or no, it wasn't snowing. It was in Oakland when they were still they weren't in Allegiant, and they returned a kickoff return on the very first play. And I
do.
Yeah, that was insane. So I'm gonna take the Raiders.
I'm taking the Raiders. The Broncos just don't look good. Dude, did you see what happened to Jerry Jeudy? It's an ankle injury. Yeah. But that might be bad because it's just like, it's not like he was touched or anything.
It was an open field.
Yeah.
It was just a non-contact injury.
So that was like an ankle injury or something.
Yeah, it was an ankle.
I'm taking the Raiders.
So this matchup, we have the Cowboys, who I'm not taking, Jen. The Cowboys are gonna lose. I'm taking the Cowboys.
What?
No, I'm taking the
Vikings.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys to lose.
But yeah, Vikings
just came off a
9-1.
8-1. They just came off
9.
No, they had a bye week, right? Did they?
They're 8-1.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Vikings are 8-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Vikings in this one.
Vikings.
I'm taking Vikings and going hard against the Cowboys here.
Bengals versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I gotta take the
Bengals.
I gotta take the Bengals on this one. I think Jamar Chase is back this week. And Steelers, they're not gonna do that much against the Bengals.
Why are we surprised that the Steelers are not good?
Why are we not surprised?
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So I'm gonna take Bengals on this one.
Taking Bengals.
This matchup, we have the Chargers, best game of the week, versus the Chiefs.
I gotta take the Chiefs on this one. It's gonna be a close game. Mike Williams is gonna be back, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not gonna make a difference.
Yeah. I thought the Jaguars might actually have a shot at winning, but they didn't, because it's the Chiefs and they always find a way to come back, so I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
Yeah, I gotta take the Chiefs. Next match, we got San Fran versus Cardinals. It depends. I think I gotta take San Fran either way, but Kyler Murray might be out for this game too.
I gotta go San Fran
against the because Cardinals, if they have Kyler Murray, then I think they could win. But if they don't have Kyler Murray, then I'm picking San Fran.
I think San Fran can beat them with Kyler Murray, so I'm gonna take San Fran. I'm gonna take San Fran on this one.
All right.
But talk about that trade. They shouldn't have traded Jeff Wilson again.
They shouldn't.
Jeff Wilson's a beast.
Why do cows have hooves and not toes? Because they're lactose. They lactose.
Oh my god. How do you count cows?
A calculator. Today's podcast is brought to you by Frank FM. Frank FM can be heard in Portsmouth on 98.7, in Manchester on 106.3, and in Concord in the Lakes region on 98.3.
Frank FM, New Hampshire's greatest hits.
Who am I?
Kill.
Hey, shape it up. Who am I?
Kill.
Who am I?
Kill. Who am I? Come on, get it correct. Who am I?
Brandon.
Who am I?
Brandon.
Yeah. Woo. I'm supposed to look.
I'm looking this way.
Forget about the whole team. Alright. My athletic ability comes from my mother, who played college basketball. Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2017, I was undrafted in the NFL. Draft despite running a 4.43 second 40-yard dash. I am known as a weight room savant, earning a reputation as on of the league's strongest players. That makes sense, yeah. I am only 5'8" and 200 pounds. I started a foundation to help kids with natural talents but little financial resources. Where am I?
What's the height again? Height?
5'8".
And the weight?
200.
Tyreek?
No.
What's the second? What's the...
I wear number 30 because that was my high school number.
30?
30.
Like currently?
Yeah.
Defense or offense? I'm taking it offense.
Number 1 running back. Number 1 running back. What's Eckler?
He was 5'8"?
Yeah. He does not look that tall.
He does not look 5'8". He looks at like 5'11". He looks like a Tyreek. I thought it was Tyreek because like Tyreek is jacked. Okay.
He is.
Okay. We got us today.
It's gonna be like Tyrann Mathieu or something.
No.
Who is off?
I almost committed to Ohio State due to my love of dinosaurs.
Man,
I wanted to go
care.
there for like a paleontology program.
I don't care.
I write and read a lot of poetry.
This helps football.
I really wanted to be a cowboy player, so I sent a video to Jerry Jones asking him to trade me up. I ran the 40 faster than Deshaun Watson, and I'm 6'4", 242. Last hint. 5. I have 6 sacks this season, 20 tackles, and I had 16 sacks last year. Who am I?
It's not. Is it Aaron Donald?
What's the last hint?
Sure.
Oh, yes. One of the league's top defenders since I was selected number 1 overall in 2017 NFL draft.
Aaron Donald.
No, Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett did not have 16 sacks last year. He had like 22.
No, that's TJ Watt.
Yeah.
Michael Strahan.
I thought he also got. I thought. No way.
Wait. That's a wrap for episode 12 of the CB Show. Hope you enjoyed for tuning in. This week, we definitely had a lot of fun producing this video. So don't forget that you can subscribe to our podcast if you haven't already. And you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And be sure to hit that like button.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us on Instagram at thecb.show. We also have a new Facebook page. So
follow that too.
You guys should go see that. So don't forget to set your lineup. We're waiting, set hike.